ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. O Lord, please keep our body, sense organs, and every limb healthy. May we hear good, may we do good, and may we see good. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Dear devotees, if you remember earlier class, we were doing the Pranastuti. Pranastuti means praising the Prana Shakti, the energy or the life energy basically. So last 3 or 4 slokas, we saw the praising of the prana and its function at the micro level, at the individual level, or at the beings. Now onwards, now just 3 or 4 slokas, the stuti, that is the praising of the Lord, Hiranyagarbha, or God, in the form of Prana Shakti, at the macro level it starts. Now you should remember, all these things are answer for the second question. Now you should not ask me, Swamiji, what is that second question? Can you repeat once more? Then I will be in a great trouble. I hope all of you remember the second question. And also there was an interesting story. There was a fight between the sense organs and the prana. So after understanding the importance of the prana, the sense organs are praising the prana. Oh my dear, you are so and so, you are great, you are that, you are this, and you are Indra, Chandra, Devendra, etc. So that praising of the prana shakti at the micro level has been done. Now at the level of cosmic level or macro level is been started from the 9th verse. Let us try to understand now. Indrastvam prana tejasa rudrosi rkshitam tvamantarikshe charasi suryastvam jyotisham patihi. Now, if you remember, the individual self, when he is at the deep sleep state, when he is in deep sleep, that is Sushupti, he is known as Vishwa. And when he is in the dream state, if a person is a dreaming, same person, same self, same individual self, if he is dreaming or in the dream state, he is known as Taijasa. And a same person or individual, when he is in the waking state, he is called Vishwa. So Vishwa, Taijasa, and Prajna. Now, the Supreme Self is also called, Supreme Self also has got 3 different names. When Supreme Self is at unmanifested state, when the Supreme Self or the cosmic self or the universal self, when he is at cosmic state, it is called Ishvara. When he is at subtle state, manifested, but it is in a subtle state, then it is called Hiranyagarbha. When the Supreme Self is manifested and the gross form, or with the form basically, then it is called Virat. So Virat, Hiranyagarbha, Ishvara, or Ishvara, Hiranyagarbha, Virat. Now, Indrastvam pranaha. He prana, O prana, tvam indraha. You are the Indra. We all know who is Indra. Oh, Indra is the leader among the celestial beings. If you take that, then it is a wrong. That's where Sanskrit language, very tricky language, and we need acharyas, we need teachers to understand the Vedas and Upanishads. That's where. So here Indra means it is not the leader of the celestial beings or Swargapati. In the heaven, he is the ruler of the heaven. We all know that. So Indra. Here Indra means actually Ishvara itself. Here Indra means one who is chief. Chief means what? Who Ishvara? Means who is Ishvara? The cosmic self in the unmanifested state. Still, the creation has not been come. The creation has not yet been started. The creation has not been started means what? From unmanifested state, it has not transferred into manifested state. So here, Indra means it is Ishvara. Okay. Tvam Indraha, He Prana. Now He Prana should be added everywhere. He Prana, Tvam Tejasa. So He Prana, Tvam should be added. He Prana, Tvam Tejasa. So what is this Tejas or Tejasa? Tejasa means it is Maya Shakti. The power of the Lord Ishvara. Maya Shakti with all, you know that. Like a fire and its burning power. Fire and its burning power. Now Indra is what? Ishvara. Then Tejasa means Indra's Maya Shakti, by which he has manifested himself into this subtle universe. So that you are that Maya Shakti. So means you are fire and you are the burning power also. So similarly, you are Lord Ishvara and you are that the power by which, the magical power by which you manifest into the, from unmanifested state, you manifest yourself, even that also you only. Okay. Rudrosi, Rudraha, Tvam, He Prana, Tvam Rudraha. Oh, you are the Rudra also. And Parirakshita, and you are the protector. Protector from all sides. For example, I have been attacked. So once, then there were multiple, there were attackers from multiple directions came. The people who are there, either they can protect me from the front door or from the back door or from side door, anywhere. But if there's a palace, I'm like a king and the enemies have attacked us from all the directions, then either soldiers or whomever, so they cannot protect us from all the directions. They can protect us from one direction. But whereas Parirakshita means, Rakshita Parirakshita means you are the protector from all the sides. So here, so Parirakshita is what? Protector means creator. Oh Pranashakti, you are the creative energy. You are the power behind the preservation. And you are the power behind the dissolution, not the destruction. Pralaya means it is laya. It is dissolution, not the destruction. Unfortunately, sometimes lack of knowledge, Sanskrit language, people translate into the destruction. Oh, the Ishvara means he's the god of destruction. Why should we worship him? No, he's not the destroyer, is the dissolver. From manifested state, again it goes back to the unmanifested state. Now, the question may come, Parirakshita, how is he protecting us? We all know that, for an example, soldiers are having their weapons and they're standing and they're protecting the palace, protecting the king, protecting the minister, or protecting the queen. And our accounts, email account or bank accounts are protected by what? Passwords. Like this we can say. Then how are we protected? The beings are being protected by the Lord. How? By creation, preservation, sustenance. That is more than that, by creating laws. He has created so many universal laws. For example, gravitational force. In gravitational force, whatever you throw, it comes back. It falls. It is a law. So there are so many laws. Scientists they are trying to find out so many laws. For example, the speed of the light, we say. The speed of the light holds good here, not in the vacuum or whatever. Now there are so many laws. So so many laws are there we can find in nature, and the scientists are inventing every day. Every day they are finding new laws. So he has created these laws. By that, he is also protecting the universe. He's not holding a stick, he's not holding a rod, or he's not holding a weapon and he's protecting us. Not in that way. He has created the laws, and through that, he is trying to govern us, or is governing us. And also, more than that, he is residing in every being and is asking us what to do and what not to do. For example, if you make a sincere assessment with a thief, look, I will not tell with anyone, please, we'll have a personal talk. I want to know, just for that sake, I'm asking you, when you started theft, what did you feel? He will tell very clearly, when I started first time, definitely I felt guilty. My conscience said, don't do this, it is not right. But though it was saying that he listened it, but he didn't practice, he didn't give a value, and he continued. Then second, third, fourth time it conscience says, and afterwards it keeps quiet because this fellow is not going to listen me. So many times people ask, oh, if God is all compassionate, then why is he allowing? Why is he allowing to do happen all these bad things? He wants people not to do that. But still, if people do, he allows because he's not a dictator. He has given the power of choice for us. Okay. Then, Tvam antarikshe charasi. Okay, you are the creator, you are the preserver, you are the destroyer in the form of Rudra, in the form of Indra, in the form of Parirakshita. Fine. How to see that? How can we perceive you? How can we understand you? If you say, Tvam, you, antarikshe charasi. You move in the sky. You move in the sky. How? By rising and by setting in the form of sun. So the sun god is very important. So the one perceptible God for all of us, God is, what you say, present to us, to our naked eyes in the form of sun. That's why Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapitam Mukam Tatvam Poshan Apavrano Satya Dharmaya Drushtaye. In the Ishavasya Upanishad, the Rishi prays to the sun god. Oh God, now we know we cannot see the sun of our naked eyes from because of the sunlight. So he says that you are covering yourself with a disc. Please remove the disc. Let me see you. Who are you? Satya Dharmaya Drushtaye. Let me see you who in your real form. So the Rishi is praying to the God, sun God. The sun has taken as the symbol of the God or of the universal spirit or the universal self or whatever. So here also, now how to perceive that you exist? Now through the form of, in the form of sun. Why? Because Tvam Jyotisham Patihi. Now, because there's a light, now there's already sunset has happened, now there's a darkness here, but still I'm sitting and talking, you are able to see my face. Why? Because of the electricity, because of the light. If light goes off, if the electricity goes off and power goes off, then you will not be able to see me because everything very dark. Now, what about the sun? Do we need a torch or do we need any focused light, LED bulb to see him? No, because he doesn't know what is darkness, because he is the source of the light, he is the light of all lights. So, Tvam Jyotisham Patihi. You are the Lord of all the lights. Here, light means one is light, the other is knowledge. You are the Lord of the knowledge. So, by worshipping you, by praying you, my ignorance will be removed. My darkness will be removed. My wrong notion can be removed. So, and also here, very clearly we can understand that this whole world is not mechanical. It is not just matter. Okay, matter is there, which we can see through our naked eyes. Behind that, there is an energy. Behind that, there is a cosmic power, which is, we call use the word God. So the whole universe is nothing but God and God alone. So there is nothing secular in reality. Everything is sacred. Isha vasyamidam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. Whatever exists, either small or tiny, cosmic or big, cover everything with the God. What do you mean? Cover everything with the God means try to see God in everything. Why try to see God in everything? Because God exists in everything. Why should the Rishis asking, try to see God? Because for sadhakas, for spiritual aspirants, we are not able to perceive the God in every object. That's why we have to superimpose the world with the God. Initially, it will be superimposition. Initially, it will be imagination. But once, when the ignorance is removed, we'll be able to understand it. We'll be able to experience it. That's what we can see in the great life, the life of great saints. Through the naked eyes, they also see this world, same the world which we perceive similarly. But in the behind that, they will be able to know, they will be able to experience that there is a cosmic truth or the cosmic self or the Lord. So that has been told here. Now, and also we should remember all the shlokas. Now you may get question, no, okay, they could have covered with the 2, 3 shlokas. Why so many shlokas? Why people are telling with so many things? Because these were meant for upasana. These were meant for meditation in the olden days. So they used to meditate on the prana shakti. Prana shakti, as like whatever we are seeing now. So in that forms, they used to meditate. Okay. Yada tvam abhivarshasyatha imaha pranate prajaha आनंद रूपाः तिष्ठन्ति कामयान्नम bhavishyati iti. This is a simple meaning which most of us we know. Now, the Lord Sun or the Prana Shakti is praised as the cause of the rain, which is very important for us. Why? Because of that, we can grow our crops. So food is being grown, and because of that, we get water. Rivers get water, and we get drinking water for irrigation, for drinking, for domestic purpose, and all, isn't it? Because how much of our water is available in the sea, since it is because of its salinity, we cannot use it. Without rain, we cannot have a growing crops, and we cannot have drinking water. Now, who is the reason? If you ask, sun is the reason. We all know that. So because of the sunlight, the heat, the water gets evaporated from the ocean and the clouds are formed. When the clouds move and when it pours, then we get rain. Because of the whole temperature gets down. In India, already they are saying in the southern part of India, already, I mean, in the March, they are saying that 40 it has reached, which was very unusual. They are feeling very difficulty and they're praying for the rain. And there are some places already water scarcity has started in India. So like that, many places it can happen, isn't it? So due to the sunlight, the water gets evaporated and clouds are formed. And the same prana shakti is in the form of Vayu. He moves the clouds, and some places, at different places, we get rain. Now imagine if these were not there, then heating the water and making to, evaporate the water, how much electricity we should have required. And to move the clouds, how much energy should have been required. But all of them we are getting free. How? Because the God is compassionate. And that's why God is helping us for our survival. Now, so Hiranyagarbha has been praised here as our Prana Shakti has been praised here, Surya Tattva or Vayu Tattva. Yada, when, Tvam, you means who? Prana, Abhivarshasi means poured on by coming a rain. So Abhivarshasi is not small rain. So in a torrential rains, in a good amount of rain is pouring. So in a good amount of pouring, that is called Abhivarshasi. Oh God, you are in the form of the sun, you are getting, the water is getting evaporated and the clouds are formed. In the form of wind, you are pushing them, and so that every area or most of the area, they can get the rain. So Tvam Abhivarshasi, you are pouring in the form of rain. Okay? Why is he doing that? What people get? Ime prajaha te. Oh, because for the benefit of your children. Imaha prajaha. Imaha praja means these children. Means they are your te. Who are those children? They are your children. Means for the benefit of the humanity, for the benefit of all the beings, not the human beings alone. Birds, animals, and plants, and every being, every living being, for the benefit of every living being, you are doing this great work, great task. Because he doesn't get anything. By doing work, we work in office, we get promotion, we get salary, etc., etc. But by doing this work, what does God get? He doesn't get anything. And he doesn't need anything, but unselfishly is doing for the sake of his children or his children, we can say. Yeah. Now, when the rain comes, how do we respond? Anandarupaha tishtanti. When rain comes, farmers are so happy because they can start sowing the seeds and they can start farming and all. And children, when we were children, when rain comes, we used to go and we used to play. And mother and father used to scold us. And then after the stoppage of rain, if the rain water is get stagnated, and we used to take the papers and make the paper boats, and we used to play in the water. So and you see, when the rain comes, the whole nature laughs. The whole nature laughs means smiles. It welcomes. And the peacock makes a dance. And so many animals, they like the rain and all. So Anandarupaha tishtanti. So the living beings are very happy. Of course, if there are floods and storms and all, definitely we are not happy, no doubt. But if it's a good amount of rain in a right calculative way, we are all very happy. Kamayat annam bhavishyati iti. And one is we are getting happiness. And not only that, by this rain, what happens? Annam bhavishyati iti. So annam means here not only rice, means food is grown. So either for animals or birds and for human beings and all, for everyone, food is produced. And kamayaha means here contentment. Because food is grown, crops are grown, we have got enough food and we can survive and we can eat to our contentment. So by pouring rain, you are bringing happiness for the beings, and you are also helping them to survive, to fill their bellies, and to be happy and to be contented. So for all these things, who is the cause? The Prana Shakti. So you are so great. Now, 11th sloka. Vratyastvam प्राणैक प्राणैकर्ष प्राणैकर्षीः अत्ता विश्वस्य सत्पतिः वयमादस्य दातरः पिता त्वं मातरिश्वानः. Again, it is a praise of the prana in a beautiful way. So these are all general phenomena, so I am not going very deeply actually. He pranaha, O prana, vratya, tvam vratya, you are the unpurified. See, actually, this Vratya, if you know the Vedic context and all, it is used, this word is called a jargon word actually. Means technically, for an example, in India, they say, to a dull-headed person, we use, oh, you are a Brahaspati. You are a Brahaspati means you are a wise person. You are a guru of gurus. Means, yes, you are so dull-headed person. In a sarcastic way, we say. So this Vratya is also used in the Vedic language very sarcastically. What is the sarcasm? So what is the negative meaning of this vratya? If the Veda uses this word vratya to anyone, then means he is unrefined personality. He doesn't have any manners. He has not, and he doesn't follow his duties properly. Duties means what? He doesn't get up early morning, he doesn't take bath, he doesn't do Sandhya Vandana, or he doesn't follow ethics and morality, whatever. So he's unrefined personality. So this is what the one meaning of the Vratya. Now, the Upanishad is telling for prana, Tvam Vratya, you are the Vratya. Means you are the unrefined personality. Oh my God, what is a then is Vedas are when whether the Rishi didn't understand the meaning, did he forgot the meaning, or did he why did he use this? Whether it was a want of words, basically unrefined or uncultured person. So he is praising him sarcastically that you are unrefined, you are uncultured person. No, see, that's where again the Sanskrit is very tricky and we need a deeper meaning. So here Vratya means you are unpurified. What do you mean by unpurified? That means he's a very dirty fellow, he's a very impure person. Prana, you are very impure. No. Why is unpurified means? So according to the Vedic traditions, we have to undergo from the birth to death, from birth onwards till death, we have to undergo 16 samskaras. Shodasha samskara we tell in Sanskrit. Means 16 purificatory rites. When mother conceives and when a child is in the mother's womb, then they do Srimanta called. So that is what means. So the refinement process has been done. So they utter the mantras, they do small puja, and they are giving the psychological support to the child. Oh child, we are all ready. We are all very happy. Please come to this earth. Don't fear first. And when the child is born, then after 3 days, there is a purification ceremony. Again, the mantras are charged after bathing, ritualistic thing has been given. So this is, for example, second purificatory rite. And the third is naming ceremony. And the fourth is sacred thread ceremony. And the fifth is after his completion of his education, that is a graduation, there is a one more ceremony, for example. Then marriage is a one ceremony. Like that, there are 16 type of samskaras. So 16 type of refinery process. Just like we take everyday bath, more or less, I hope every one of us we take. So that's the refinement of the body, cleaning, cleansing of the body. So similarly, for our mind, the Vedas have given 16 types of refinement process. Okay, that's the one thing. And who does this refinement process? Except last, after the marriage, whatever it comes, it will be done by himself with the help of wife. But otherwise, till then, all this refinement process will be done by the parents. Now, when I've taken a birth, my parents, my mother and father, does the purificatory rites with the help of the priest. And again, my mother and father does the worship and does the naming ceremony. Same thing, sacred thread ceremony, all these things. Now, so parents do all this purificatory process, refinery process for their children. Now, this prana or Hiranyagarbha is the first manifested. Now, he doesn't have any parents. How can he undergo all this refinement process? I mean, even if, strictly speaking, that's why he is unpurified. Is unpurified means he is the firstborn, is the first manifested person. So one is the firstborn, is the first manifested. Since he doesn't have parents, he cannot undergo the 16 samskaras. That's the one meaning. More than that, he is unpurified means he is beyond all these things. Because he is free from all dirts, he is free from all impurities. So that's why it's called Vratya. So Vratya means he is not like he is with full of dirty, he is full of impurities, he is not unrefined or uncultured. He is unpurified means he is the firstborn and is beyond all the purities and impurities. So, I mean, very tricky words actually, sometimes very interesting also. I mean, how these words people can misunderstand if you don't know the right meaning. So, Tvam Vratyaha, you are the firstborn, you are the first manifested person, and you are the unpurified person because you are beyond all these things. You don't need any purification process. Basically, this is what the literal meaning. The applied meaning can be is ever pure. He doesn't need any refinement. Vratya. This is what the meaning we have to take. Okay. Tvam Vratya. Tvam Pranaha. Pranaihi. And you are the prana and you are the Vratya also. And Ekarshi. Ekarshi. You are the Ekarshi. Now, this Ekarshi is also technical word actually. Now, when the Rigvedins, we have got 4 Vedas, we all know that. The Rigvedin, he lights the fire and he offers the oblations and all, the Rigvedic fire. I mean, the Vedic mantras more or less common. The many process will be common, but every Veda will have some difference from Veda to Veda. In process, there will be some difference. So the fire which has been lit and worshipped by Rigvedin, it is called Rigvedic fire. It has got technical name also. Now, this Ekarshi is the fire which has been lit and which has been worshipped by Atharvana Vedi. Because, you know, the Prashna Upanishad belongs to Atharvana Veda. So that means they are the fire worshippers, Atharvana Vedis. So they worship the fire. The name of that fire is called Ekarshi. So, Ekarshi means, yeah, you are the Tekarshi, they are telling. Why? Means you, because they are the Atharvana Vedins, that's why they are telling that you are that fire. So basically we should take that you are the fire, burning power. And this burning power is one. And if you take again deep meaning, you are fire means what? Fire does what? It purifies things. It purifies things. You are the Ekarshi means you are the purifier. By worshipping you, O fire god, by meditating you, by doing contemplation on you, my mind get cleansed. I become purified. So Ekarshi, one is the fire of Atharvana Vedis, and by worshipping you, what do I get? I get purity of the mind. And if you remember, some of you might have heard my Pundaka Upanishad class. In the Mundaka Upanishad, this Ekarshi word has been used. Atta. Again, Atta, I think if you remember in this Upanishad itself, in the first chapter, we have discussed this. Atta means eater or consumer. For an example, we have got a fire god in our belly. Aham Vaishva Naro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashrita. So Vaishvanara, in the form of Vaishvanara, he is there. So whatever we eat, we get digested. And afterwards, in the process, we get assimilated. The food also get assimilated. All these things, what? Because of the fire inside, which is in our stomach. Of course, chemicals also we can say. So here Atta means the fire, how it consumes everything. So it is the eater or consumer. And also here you see the Agni is also a courier person. Now, for an example, I want to give some present to the Vayu Deva. So now in the Vayu is in somewhere else, I cannot give him. Then what to do? I lit a fire and I say, Om Prana Yasvaha, idam Pranaya, idam Namama. So whatever I am giving these oblations, it is for you, O Vayu, it is not for me. Now I gave the present here, but that has to go him to the above world. How it is possible? Now Agni Deva carries this. He does his unselfishness surface. Now I want to give for the Ashwini Devatas. They are the divine physicians. O Ashwini Devatas, I will give you some present. In turn, please take care of me. Please protect my wealth. Ashwini Devyo Swaha. This oblation may be offered to, I am offering this oblation, this present to the Ashwini Devatas. Then who will give the present to the Ashwini Devatas? This Agni Deva will take and carry and he will give. And there is no mistake in him. And sometimes couriers can go problem, isn't it? But in his case, the Agni Deva, he takes and he presents or he gives, delivers to the right person in right time. So there is no mistake at all. So while doing that, he has to consume, then only can go and give. In that form also, we can say that is a consumer. Atta. Vishwasya Satpatihi. Vishwasya. Vishwasya means of the universe. Satpatihi means governor or the ruler. Means you are the ruler of the universe. Hey Pranashakti, hey Hiranyagarbha, O universal energy or cosmic energy, you are the ruler of the universe. Now you see, through our naked sense organs, we see this world in the gross format. But still, if you go little inside, then this whole energy, the world looks like with full of energy. Now today even a lot of science, quantum physics, quantum mechanics, and string theory, all these things they are telling about different explanations like this. So the whole world has been created by cosmic energy, and you are that cosmic energy. So by creating, by preserving, and by dissolving, you are ruling the world, and also by making the universal laws. Okay, you are doing all these things. Now, what is our job now? If you ask, Vayam, we, Adyasya Dataraha. Okay, you are helping us. You have created us, you are protecting us, and you are taking care of us. In turn, we will do something. What we do? Vayam Adyasya Dataraha. Whatever you have given, maybe food or articles or whatever, in turn, we shall try to offer this as a token of gratitude, as thanksgiving. I shall offer some presents to you in turn as a token of gratitude, as a token of respect, as a token of love. Because I have nothing to do, give actually. Because the whole world has been created by you and its objects also. Just like if I have to worship the Ganges water, how do I worship? I take the Ganges water and I worship the Ganges water. Similarly, the world and its objects has been created by the God. I will use them and I will present him by worshipping. Basically, worship is what? It is a thanksgiving. Oh Lord, thank you. You have created such a wonderful world. Oh Lord, you are taking care of me. Thank you. For example, while taking a food, we chant mantras. One is everything is divine as a remembrance. The other is we are thanking the God. And as soon as get up, we have to remember the Lord morning and evening. By doing that, what happens? It is nothing but thanksgiving. It is a form of thanksgiving. So now yajna means it is not just mere lighting the fire and offering some oblations. Yajna means it is give and take. Oh Lord, you have given this wonderful world. Using these objects, I am trying to give by doing worship, by doing sacrifices, and by doing leading a good life, and by being a contributor personality. That's where Pancha Yagnas was told by our Vedic life to our people. We have to take care of animals. Today, pet dogs and all we take care. That was already told by Vedas. Not only pet dogs, basically taking care of animals. Taking care of the king means taking care of the rulers. Then we have to study. By studying and by putting into practice, we are paying our respects to teachers. And by following the environmental rules, I am also showing my respects to the Lord and the universe. So such a well-balanced life was there in the Vedic vision or Vedic view of life that was given in the form of Pancha Yagnas. Panchayagnas means not the 5 sacrifices you lit and you pour some fire and rice and something. That may be symbolical. That is more and more is trying to be unselfish, trying to be live with a life of gratitude, appreciate it, and give and take. So parasparam bhavayantaha shreyah paramavapsita. In Bhagavad Gita it comes, oh Lord, you have created all this world and its objects. So we are consuming it. In turn, we will also offer this to you as in the form of oblations. So that in turn, you can take care of us. Means I will not be selfish or self-centered. God doesn't need all these things. Then why should we give? Because to practice bit unselfishness and to develop the the nature of the thanksgiving, gratitude, and all these things, which is very prevalent with the gentleman or gentlewoman. Okay, and tvam matarishvaha. So matarishvaha means it is the name of the air, Vayu Tattva. So you are that prana shakti. If the air is not there, what happens? For example, I think I told you sometime when I went to Gangotri in the Himalayas. Gangotri, when I went first day, there was a cold. It was like 4 and -4 and all. There is no heating there and all. We had to wear 2, 3 sweaters and somehow we were managing. But some uneasiness I used to feel. Initially, I didn't understand why. Afterwards, one of my brother monk told, because we have come to the very high heights, very good amount of height, there is oxygen level will be reduced here. Because of that, we are feeling that uneasiness. Okay. Then next day from Gangotri, Tapovan we started. That's 21 kilometers. First 17 kilometers up and downs and all. Then last 5 kilometers we have to walk on the glaciers basically. So early morning, 4 o'clock, we started with a cup of tea, and we didn't we are not supposed to carry any luggage because we have to climb and all. So just we had a packet of biscuits and some dry fruits. That too very little, in small number, maybe 50, 60 grams. So that we don't want to have any luggage, so that we can walk and climb easily. That was the instructions were given. Of course, we did a foolish thing in between. We should have stopped, but because 4 or 5 we started AM, and by 11 or 11:30 or 12 we reached the 16, 17 kilometers. We were all very happy and all. Then we thought, Array, in this amount of 16, 17 kilometers we have traveled already. In just 5 kilometers are there. We will travel and we'll finish it off so that we can spend the night there itself in the Tapovan, which is quite a height, which is a foolish mistake we did. And we thought and we decided and we started. Then even half kilometer we were not able to walk, already started feeling exhaustion. Why? Because again we are going above and above, the oxygen level has come down, and by the time already we have walked enough, and our body was also tired, and no extra food. We cannot take food, normal food, because we may feel heavy and we were feeling difficulty. Headache is there, vomiting sensation is there. 2, 3 steps going and having a rest for 1 or 2 seconds or 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, then walk 3, 4 steps, then 20 seconds, then walk. One jump, even if I do, then I had to wait and take a rest for 3, 4 minutes. So much tiredness we were feeling. There we could understand the importance of the oxygen, the importance of the atmosphere. So Tvam Matarishvaha, you are manifested in the form of Prana Shakti or Vayutattva, air principle. When we hear all these things, we may listen, we may hear, and we may keep quiet. But when we go to such places, we understand how the Lord is in the form of this Vayu and why it is called energy. Why it is called life energy, we can understand. So Tvam Matarishvaha, you are that life energy. Okay? Tvam Pita Naha, and you are our father. Not only me, for all of us. Means to us, you are the father. Father means what? You are the caretaker. You are the protector. So you are always concerned about our welfare. So Tvam Pita Naha, you are the father to us. Father includes mother also. Yeah, because Mother's Day is coming, then Vedas are discriminative. They are telling only father, not the mother. So father includes mother also. Yeah. Now, the 12th thing. Yote tanurvachi pratishtita ya shrotre ya cha chakshushi ya cha manasi santata shivatvam kuru motkramihi. Now, this is almost concluding. Now, sense organs are telling very clearly, oh my dear, all this started where we had a quarrel. What was the quarrel? Sense organ, I said, I am the supreme, but it was proved wrong. Ear said, I am supreme, it was proved wrong. Nose said, I am supreme, or without me, a living being cannot sustain, but it was proved wrong. When the prana said, I am supreme, none of them listened. When prana was about to leave, everyone understood that everyone will be pulled out. Then they said, oh, my dear, wait. It looks like that you are the supreme, and we are all depending on your existence. And that's how, to console him, to pacify him, they started praising him at the micro level and macro level. Anyhow, it is a symbolic level, symbolic way of putting or a story. Now they are telling, yes, now we have understood, my dear, you are the great. And the sense organs are praising the prana shakti as what? Beautifully it is telling. Ye te tanurvachi. Okay, now we are concluding in a brief manner. What is that conclusion? Ye tanu, te ye tanuhum. You are that prana shakti pratishtita, which you have established, which you are residing in the every being, or you are lodged in every being. In what? Vachi, in the form of speech. Now I am talking. Now walk, the talk is called walk, a speech is called walk. Vachi means the power behind the walk. Sometimes I cannot talk. For example, I told when we were going to Gangotri and all, we were feeling tired. If someone asks, Swamiji, can you give a Vedantic talk or can you sing? I say, sorry, my dear, bye. Why? I don't have energy to talk. I'm struggling to survive. Now, where to talk? Where to sing? Swamiji, such a beautiful Himalayas. Why should not we chant Rudra? Why should not we chant some songs and singing and all? My dear, you can do, but I don't have energy. Why? The Prana Shakti has come down. No, you are that Prana Shakti. How? In the form of speech. So here again, now the words are there, which we all understand. Behind the word, there is a power. The power of the words, we all know that. If a good words, how it brings a good emotions in us. Bad words, how it hurts us. So it is a power in the speech. And to talk also, to give a speech, to talk also, we need energy. That energy behind the speech is what? You are that. Okay? And Yashrotre. Okay, I'm hearing. Now I'm speaking and you are all hearing. Since you are all hearing, that's also, there's a power behind hearing. So you are that power behind the hearing. Yeah, Shrotre. Cha, cha, ya, cha, and not only that, my dear, we are not ended. Okay, wait. Cha, ya, chakshushi. Now I am able to see some of you. You may be able to see me. Why? Because of the eye and the power of eye, which we all know that, and the power behind the vision, the power to see. That power, you are that power. Ya, chakshushi. And ya, santata, manasi. So the power which you are, the power which is behind the sense organs of action, sense organs of knowledge, all that power is you. And the power of the mind also you. In the mind, it has been well spread, pervasive in the mind. so that even the mental power, the power of the mind, thinking, doubting faculty, judgment faculty, memory, the sense of ego, the sense of individuality, all that is what you. Santata manasi. And you are pervasive in the mind, and you are the power of the mind also. Then kuru means you perform lot of actions. You perform actions. Then Shivamma Utkramayihi. Oh, my dear, we have praised you enough. Hope you have calmed now. Ma Utkramayihi. Please don't depart. Please don't go get away from this body. Why? If you go away, we will also go away. We have to go away. So, Ma Utkramayihi. Do not ascend. Means don't go away from this body. Stay back, my dear. You are great, no doubt. Without you, we cannot sustain. Ma Utkramayihi. Don't go out. Don't depart this body. Shivam, Tam Shivam, Kuru, may you become calm. Without knowing your capabilities, without knowing you, who are you, we challenge you. We challenge you. Now we have come to know that who are you, my dear. We have praised you enough. I think now you be calm now and stay back so that we can also be in this happily in this world. No, this is a figurative usage actually. Basically, the importance of prana shakti has been explained here. Okay. Now, this last sloka of this second chapter. Pranasyedam vashe sarvam tridevayat pratishtitam mateva putran rakshasva shrishta pragnancha videhine iti. Okay. Now, again, it is nothing but it is a conclusion and the pranastuti has been concluded. Now, pranasya idam sarvam vashe. Okay, idam sarvam. First, we will take idam sarvam. Idam sarvam means all this. It is a pronoun. All this doesn't make any sense. Now, all this means, what does it mean actually? All this means the microcosmos, microcosmos and macrocosmos. Everything. Idam sarvam. Sarvam means entire universe. Manifested state, unmanifested state, microcosmos and macrocosmos. Everything has been included. Idam sarvam. All this. Okay. Pranasya vashe. So the whole universe, entire universe is under the control of the prana, pranasya vashe. For example, the children are controlled by parents. For example, like we have been controlled by money. We have been controlled by environment. We have been controlled by many things like that in the life, isn't it? Now the entire universe, its creation and its objects, everything is controlled by pranasya. So everything is at the mercy of the prana. Sarvam idam pranasya vashe. Okay. Trideve. Trideve means third world. Third world means it is heaven. Yat pratishtitam. Even the above worlds, like Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, or any number of lokas, any number of worlds you take, even they also, whatever, even wherever the worlds are there, everything is located by your grace, by your power. Pratishtitam. They have all located at different places, at different levels. These worlds have located. All of them have located at their respective places because of you alone. Okay. Mateva putran rakshasva. Now, the Rishi is concluding with a beautiful prayer. So now we have come to know that what is your capacity? You are the source of the creation. You are the source of preservation. You are the source of dissolution also. Now we have come to know about your glory and about your greatness, uniqueness and all. So Matava Putran Rakshasva. Just like mother protects the child. Mother never abandons the child. However, she may have difficulty, but she never abandons the child. She takes care. If not, then the child cannot grow. It is very, very difficult. We know that. So, similarly, you may also protect us. Just like mother protects the child, you protect us. Oh, my dear Prana, you are so great. You are universal power, blah, blah, all these things. Now you see, you are so great, but they end with mother. How beautiful prayer. Just like motherly love. It is so, we can easily get connected, every one of us, isn't it? Just like mother protects the child, please you also protect us. And protect us, not only protect us, and also we need something. We want some gift from you. We need some gift. What is that? Shrishcha Pragnancha videhi na iti. Iti means thus. Okay, I'm concluding. No more discussion, this chapter or this topic. And you present us. Videhi means you ordain us. You give us. What? Shrishta, splendor, wealth. Wealth means here physical wealth, mental wealth, emotional wealth, money, all type of wealth you can include here. Shrishta. And cha, everywhere cha, 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 they are using. And. Means no end to it. Just like when we are thinking, when we are children, we think if you got a good food or a chocolate or a toy is enough. Then when we grow, we need vehicles. Then afterwards job, afterwards house, afterwards car. Yeah, this car is okay. I want a higher version, maybe Tesla or whatever. So like that, our list keep on increasing. So here also, Shrishcha, wealth and pragnancha and wisdom, intelligence. I have got a wealth. If I am a dull-headed person, what is the use? So I need intelligence, I need wisdom, I need knowledge. Of course. So basically, I want wealth and I want health and wealth, both I want, and with along with wisdom, please give me. So I'm praying to you. So this last line is with prayers. So, and you see, naha, videhi naha. Naha means it is not singular, it is a plural. Naha means to us. So the Rishi is telling, not to me. Oh Prana Shakti, give me wealth, give me health. He's not telling, give me, is not telling, give to us. Us means it is for the entire society, for the entire humankind. So this is the greatness of our Vedic Rishis. They never prayed for them alone. Whenever they prayed for every one of us, for every living being on this earth, not only on this earth, and the above worlds, below worlds. So every being in any part of the universe. For example, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve, all. Let all of them be free from worries. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Let everyone be happy. Sarve Santu Niramayaha. Let everyone be free from worries, free from difficulties or stress. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. May all of them, may everyone see goodness, auspiciousness, everyone. Ma Kashchit Dukkha Vagbhavet. Let them not tormented, afflicted by the sorrows. So survey, that universality is there, unselfishness is there. That is what the real that should be the real human nature. Live and let live. That's where Swami Vivekananda says, survival of the fittest may holds good into animal kingdom. That should not be the tagline of the human kingdom or humankind. Why? Live and let live means what? Unhealthy competition. Then what should be? Live and let live. Let me live happily and let me allow others to live happily. Not grabbing all the wealth with one side. So helping others, helping them to grow, helping them to come up, helping them to survive. So we have to be a contributor personality. So that's what the nature is also giving actually. The nature is telling when the river flows, it is not for its selfish. When the cow gives milk, it is not for its selfish purpose. So similarly, we can learn life lessons from the nature and try to be unselfish. So that Naha, one single word Naha gives so beautifully. It tells that be unselfish, pray for everyone, feel for everyone, and all. So now what was the second question? Who is the reason for this creation? And how many people are responsible? That was the question, second question, if you remember. Now, he didn't give straight answer, but he has given, the Pipila gave an answer that Prana Shakti is the main one, by which the entire creation has been sustained. It has been created. Created means it has been manifested, it has been sustained, and again it goes back to its original source. For all these things, the Prana Shakti, the life energy, the energy is what the reason. So this ends the second chapter and the second question. Now, third question will be interesting again. Third question says, okay, oh Guru sir, oh teacher, you praise so much. You told the importance of this prana. Please give his biodata. Again, I'm telling you very in a simple or in a layman's language, give his biodata. That will be the third question. So what will be the biodata of the prana, more or less, we shall try to see from the next class onwards. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Rama Krishna Arpanamastu. Yeah, if you got any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Yeah, Vishwas.
Yes, Pranam Swamiji. This was amazing. Um, my one question I have is regarding this mantra number 12, where the Rishi has said that the prana is responsible for everything from speech to hearing to mind and all that.
Mm.
Now, this sounds a little bit similar to what we hear about pranayama. So when people talk about, the gurus talk about pranayama, they say when you are able to control your breath, so prana in the form of breath, you are able to think clearly and everything. So is this mantra hinting in a way towards pranayama? Or am I just making a connection here, which is
Yeah,
not,
you're
but it's
Yeah, actually, it is, you are making connection, no doubt. They are not hinting that you should do pranayama or through pranayama you can understand and all. No. So
okay.
just you are trying to connect there actually. So basically, they are telling that prana is the source of all the energies for all the functions. Whether you are seeing or you are hearing, you are talking, you are smelling, you are feeling the hot and heat and cold, anything, any activity basically,
Hmm.
mental activity or physical activity or any activity. Behind that, we need energy, and that source of energy is what? Prana.
Okay.
Now, through pranayama, what happens actually? Now, the grosser manifestation of this prana is what? The breathing actually. Now,
Hmm.
when you regulate your prana, so generally what happens in our day-to-day life, now we have got two nostrils. So either it will be sometimes right nostril mostly will be breathing and left will be very limited or less, or sometimes left nostril will be more and right will be less. Okay. When if you through pranayama, continuous pranayama, if you do it, but so you are forcing to breathe from the both the nostrils. Then from that, Ila and Pingala nadi, the two nadis, gets what you say balanced. And the prana shakti gets balanced, then the Siddha Pingala gets balanced and all. I mean, in the Kundalini Yoga and all, I've spoken all these things in detail.
Hmm. Yeah.
There, your mind gets concentrated, your minds become calm actually.
Okay.
So by
Yeah.
controlling this prana or regulating the prana, the breath, by that what happens? From both the nostrils you are trying to do and you are trying to do it rhythmic. In our life, in generally for us, it will not be rhythmic. So
Yes.
when the
Yes.
prana becomes rhythmic, when the breathing becomes rhythmic, your mind becomes calm. So how this prana is controlled with your mind. So why we do pranayama? Because we get good health. Why we get good health? Because when you breathe, when you take a long breath and when you hold on, retention, when you do, and when you exhale, then what happens? The amount of oxygen is staying in your body for longer time. Hence, your blood is getting more oxygen supply. So that it gets refinement. That's how the physical health is taken care. By doing pranayama, you are trying to regulate the prana and you are trying to streamline that, you are trying to balance it. By trying to balance, it will help to control your mind. And interestingly, Swami Brahmananji, he tells, if you practice bhakti yoga, and through practicing bhakti yoga, if your mind becomes calm, automatically kumbhaka attains, he says. Means automatically the equilibrium in your or balance in your breathing attains, he says. Through the bhakti yoga, you are trying to calm down your mind. The mental state has been achieved with concentration and calmness. Automatically your breathing gets regulated, or it will become balanced. That's what he says. So by trying to regulate the breathing and balancing, you can control the mind. By doing the spiritual practices, if you balance the mind, then this breathing gets automatically controlled. This is
Hmm.
what the science behind the pranayama. Then bandhas and all these things are there. When you continue further, then what happens? Your body gets cleansed inside. And not only that, by that, you will get slowly, slowly. Of course, there are advanced techniques. When you do all that, you can get special powers.
Hmm.
Why you get special powers? Because through controlling this prana, the external, the breath or the air or whatever, through that, you are tapping yourself to this cosmic energy. Because of that, you will get a lot of spiritual powers, a lot of occult powers. For example, Sri Ramakrishna himself has shown he removed his intestine or the liver, intestine, I believe, and he cleans and he puts inside. That we all study in the life of great saints. Sri Ramakrishna made a demonstration to one of his disciples, and he said not to do that. It is not good. And interestingly, Swami Vivekananda's life, once it comes, he shows that he cuts himself with a knife, and he shows that, look, there is no blood. Why? Because of the his yogic power, he could withhold. All these things in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, these things are discussed, and much more are discussed. So this pranayama control, just not anuloma viloma pranayama. There are advanced techniques of pranayama with along with bandha and other things. When you do that kriyas and all, you can get a lot of powers. Now, in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, all these things were never discussed, though now unfortunately it has become the part of Patanjali Yoga today, more or less. But all these things were from the Hatha Yoga actually. Hatha Yoga is a subsidiary or a sub-school of the Patanjali Yoga, we can say. Patanjali's interest, all these things were to make your body fit so that you can sit for meditation. That's what his intention was. All these advanced techniques and all came from the Hatha Yoga, which is one of the school of the yoga, we can say.
Okay, Swamiji, thank you. The next question is regarding the word Matarishva. That is a very interesting word. I think I missed it when you said, but what is the origin of that word, Swamiji? Matarishva, where does it come from?
Matarishva is again beautiful word. I didn't go to the Sanskrit actually. So Matarishva means Matari iti Vishwaha.
Okay.
Means Matari Akashe Swayati iti Matarishwaha. The what do you say? It is called Vigraha Vakya. If you if you break and if you put it in that Matarishva, Matari Akashe Swayati iti Matarishwaha means one who moves independently in every direction in the atmosphere. That's a roughly translating I'm doing. One who moves freely in the atmosphere.
Okay.
Atmosphere means in the sky basically here. Now air, there is no limitation. You can go in the east direction, west direction, south, north, northeast, southwest, and whatever. And all the 8 directions or 10 directions it can move, isn't it?
Yes.
Where in the space. Yeah. So Akasha means not in the sky, actually in the space again. So in the space it can travel or it can move in all the directions. That is what the meaning of the Matarishva actually.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, Swamiji. That's clear. Yeah. Thank you, Swamiji.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Hello, Swami.
Yeah, David.
This is David. Yeah. I've got a question. It's a little off topic, but it relates, of course, to your topic today. In the Taittiriya Upanishad, in the Shikshavali, I believe it's that one. Maybe it would be the Brahmanandavali. There's a discussion of the Mahasamhita meditations. Are you familiar with that?
No. See, unfortunately, all these meditation names we are aware, but how they used to meditate and how they used to put into practice, unfortunately, these techniques has been lost.
I lost you. I didn't hear that. Can you repeat that?
Yeah. See, for an example, 32 types of vidyas have been listed in the Upanishads. 32 vidyas means 32 types of meditations.
Right.
So in all the 10 Upanishads, majorly I'm saying, there are 32 types of meditation techniques has been discussed.
Right.
So we get only the overall or some information about them, but unfortunately, we don't have a methodology how they used to meditate. For example, here itself, you see, now prana has been praised here. Here actually prana praising is the intention is what? To meditate. Like you are Indra, you are Matarishva, so you are the preserver, you are the creator, you are the destroyer, O prana. So to a certain extent we can understand. But exactly how they used to meditate, how they used to contemplate on the prana with this using these terms, unfortunately we have lost that methodology. And Shankaracharya also, during his time, the scholars say that it was existing, but he didn't discuss the techniques, meditation techniques, because his goal was to establish the system of philosophy based on few postulations or whatever. So unfortunately, he didn't discuss. As a result,
Right.
lost all these techniques.
Yeah, I wanted to ask a specific question because I'm not sure what the exact meaning of it. In that particular mantra, it's talking about meditating on the Purva Rupa, the Uttara Rupa, the Sandhi or Sandhana, the middle and the conjoining concepts. And it's saying that in juxtaposing the letters, the footnote recommends you, for the Purva Rupa, you concentrate on the letter E or Ishe, Toi. T would be the Uttara Rupa, the space between them is the Sandhi, I believe. And the Sandhana would be the conjoining letter. But I can't find, what does Ishe mean? Is that referring to Ishvara
Yeah.
or yes? Oh, okay. Thank you, Swami.
Okay. I think these are the questions, I suppose. Yeah. Good night. Divine dreams.
Thank you, Swamiji. Good evening.
Thank you, Swamiji.